I lost 2 New Jersey players today crying. Why must they do this to us?
I lost only Philly.
Reminds me when I went to Central and then only lost to Philly. I'm like, oh, well, thanks.
What Central tournament?
Or sorry, NEPA, not Central.
Oh, yeah, more friendly.
But, I'm very curious to see how MPG's going to play, especially since they've just played, like, not too long ago. I know, of course, the general game plan against Calamity and as you want to say, rather grand, and we're seeing MPG do that right now, and the only time he's really jumping is when he's in spots where Calamity can't punish.
All right. MPG with a pretty sizable percent lead right now. Doing a really, really good job at just whittling away at Mateo. There's that back air. MPG in his signature corner pressure. We're not going to see the rush come out. Not going to have enough time to quite set that up.
Yeah, I like how safe MPG has been playing since the beginning of this. MPG's known, like, you've known as like this aggressive player who gets in your face. But he's actually playing a little bit like slower and a little bit more reserved than like he usually does. So he understands if he overextends even a little bit, Paladin's going to get so much mileage off that.
Oh, for sure. With Palu's advantage state, especially on Mega Man, it's going to be so rough for him to deal with. So really doing a good job of playing around that. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's what he needed after having lost to Mateo last week. Maybe that's the adaptation needed to be made, but the down air,
Mateo
hella reversal.
With that teleport, or with kind of that down air.
MPG really pulling out all the stops here.
Now that he's the lead, I'm really curious to see how he's gonna play with it. Are you gonna play the pressure advantage? Or are you gonna play a little bit more reserve and what makes them make the mistakes?
With a stock lead and a bit of percent to spare before he's really at kill percent, who knows? Maybe we might see a little bit more aggressive play, but also just more safe pressure too, because MPG is gonna, I think, want to do the same thing. Just hold on to that stock for as long as he can and whittle away at Mateo, instead of just trying to blow him up off of a risky play. Back air.
First back air he's really been able to find, it seems. Another one.
There's back air. Mateo.
Nair.
There's a Nair for the edge guard. Mateo setting himself up really nicely here to close the stock, but MPG going to get around. That up air is, however, going to catch it.
That was a very good advantage to play Mateo. He made him go high because of the back airs he's been throwing out. That either, whether they've been hitting or whiffing, conditioning him like, hey, you need to go high to avoid this. He goes over the platform, gets up aired. Very well played by Mateo. And
yeah, Mateo, his coverage of just every option there was really, really smooth. But here we go. Still got quite a percent gap to close, but Mateo making a bit of headway on that right now. The back air from MPG gonna send Mateo off stage. Are we gonna get another signature MPG corner pressure sequence? But no, Mateo just getting out of the corner, it feels like almost every time.
Nair connecting and the Palu strings.
Ooh,
just a little bit too low.
Little risky for the down air, missed the tech.
I think he might have been dead, or he barely made it, but regardless, he did die.
Not Texylvania out here. Gonna miss that one. MPG now taking that to the bank, finding 37% off of that opening.
Mateo saving his jump. Alright. Mateo barely getting away. And now we're seeing them kind of scrap a little bit.
Yeah, we're seeing a pretty much a full stock deficit here from Mateo. MPG just holding on to his lead super, super well.
Pellets and F smashes coming out. Teleport to full to central once again.
There we go. Oh, the down air in the back air. Hold on, MPG.
Going for a ride and barely not getting that punish.
Trying to make more of his flashy showstopper plays as always. Mateo going deep for that edge guard.
I definitely agree with that play. You're down, and honestly, like, if you SD, you're 2 stocks down, but like nothing bad comes from making that move.
I love that confidence from Mateo to go for a ballsy edge guard like that. MPG really hasn't been able to get much like off of a lot of these traps.
Yeah, Mateo not understands what Mega Man can do in terms of like his big stuff, like that stuff MPG goes for, and he's not even letting him get a chance to do it.
Oh, but here we go. Mateo starting to rack up the damage here.
Good mix-up of air drift from MPG, and for where Mateo is unable to punish him, and oh god.
Ooh, Mateo's just been going off for these down airs. Not to much avail. I feel like he's giving up a lot of valuable stage control that he's going to need here when he's down at this much of a deficit. There's the fair.
He's gonna love that though. Mega Man fair's not killing yet. Oh, that might kill though. There we go.
Oh, and there's the Metal Blade back air. That's going to close it out. MPG going to take up game 1. And I'll be right back because I got to go apparently get something sorted.
Okay, have fun.
I should be more than a couple minutes.
Okay. So that was game 1. MBG taking the first game. And I'm curious to know where Mateo will go. If platforms are left open, I definitely see Mateo going there. They're really good for Palu. And it's gonna make, like, the strings he has are gonna go even farther. But like I'm guessing like maybe something like Battlefield and either small or hollow if I had to guess. So he'd probably be in Battlefield small. So going hollow makes sense. Having that platform to extend your combos and also cover you from stuff like Metal Blade and Down Air that MPG likes going for, also giving you this big platform that you're also able to teleport cancel from as Palutena. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how Mateo ends up using it and how MPG plays around this, understanding that this platform might not be in his biggest favor. And MPG going back to, kind of being really careful, not jumping pellets, but whiffing that grab. And now trying to get down from that platform. Once again, another grab, a whiff. Mateo going for 2 grabs pretty quickly. I feel he really wasn't able to get those as much because MPG's moving around so much and playing ground and trying to get by Palu stuff. Nair coming through, back air. Ooh, but now he has the bomb on, crash bomb. Choosing just to let it explode, not trying to go for anything fancy. And the thing with crash bomb is it explodes and it sends you towards, like if you're facing to the left and you have crash bomb, you go to the right. That's something that Mateo might be able to view if he can find a good spot to do it. But it's definitely gonna be hard to do it on MPG of all people. He knows how this character well and he's not gonna let something like that happen. I like how he left Metal Blade there, making it so MPG loses one of his resources. It's supposed to play him almost KOing. MPG trying to land. Metal Blade to the grab. MPG just so deadly with his Metal Blade conversions. Even simple stuff like that is just so good, and what you do after. Mateo swinging first, MPG responding next. I love the catch of that Metal Blade. Being able to play around another player's items is super important, whether it be knowing how to use them or knowing how to remove them. Especially because of how well so many players use them, like Rob Gyro, each turnip, or in this case, like Metal Blade. Oh, there goes first stop.
We're back. Apologies.
It took 2 minutes for the first stop to go, and that's how you know MPG has to play different, because MPG is this aggressive player who, he does not like camping, he does not like getting camped. But when it's kids like Palu, you kind of have to break that.
So let's see, what are we looking at so far? Pretty even game right now. Looked like MPG had a lot of percent on him.
Yep, 170 plus.
But so far, we're kind of seeing more of that same old song and dance where MPG is just kind of trying to whittle away at Mateo. But Mateo, once he gets these openings, he goes hard on those.
Yeah, I feel like MPG needs to respect the nairs and the fairs coming out from Mateo a little bit more. I feel like he needs to play just a little bit more grounded if he can with his pellets.
Yeah, I would agree, because I actually think that one of the things that seems pretty common in matchups Mega Man struggles with is characters with the ability to just kind of button their way through his pressure with his projectiles. You see that pretty common, like Wolf, like that reflector isn't really what's doing it, it's the Nair. And like Fox, the same deal. Falco, of course, lingering frame 1 disjointed reflector, but... Cheater, yeah, but I think Palu with her bear, with her fair, is going to be able to do that same thing and just kind of be able to hit Mega Man through that setup. Because I feel like a lot of Mega Man's advantage state requires some degree of setup.
Yeah, we see a lot, like the stuff MPG's getting when he gets his most damage is usually like from a Metal Blade or a Leaf Shield or something along those lines. But Bear taking that stock in, what kind of started as like a pretty even game, changes to MPG kind of pushing with momentum.
Yeah. And that's what we love to see from MPG, right? Like, talk about somebody who plays so insanely well off of momentum. Once that kid gets going, there is very little that can stop him. But here we go. Mateo maybe going to be the immovable object to meet that unstoppable force that is MPG.
So far, his corner pressure doing pretty well, but now he has the crash bomb on him.
Ooh, so smart there to wait at the ledge, shielding Crash Bombers with him on ledge. That back air MPG seems to be getting caught by a lot of those.
Yeah, Mateo has been using his backers pretty well. It's a really nice face. Oh my gosh, reverse nair. Thank gosh. Apollo knows how to use that.
I like how he reversed the nair to bring MPG to the platform. Knows he can get more damage bringing him into a juggle situation on that center platform than by getting him off stage.
Yeah, it's something a lot of Apollo chains really don't do, but it's such great damage. It's such great control. Like, now you're supposed to land on try to get past Palutena. Like, that's so hard to do sometimes. Oh my word, the pivot grab?
Down throw, back air, not going to be able to find it. MPG going to live to fight another day. However, that back air.
He backers to the pellets. I'm sick.
Mateo really looking strong right now. Let's see if MPG can shut the door or if Mateo's going to ride off of this momentum. Just blow after blow. Mateo not giving MPG any quarter.
I like the idea with that crash from where you're going for a gambit, but you can kind of cover yourself with the crash from MPG put. Admittedly, you probably weren't getting maul out of it, but it never hurts to try.
Woo, the back air!
He didn't respect crash
MPG
bomb.
gonna take it 2-0 over Mateo, but man, what clenchers of games those two were.
I wonder if